Colleen and Kristen from K-Page Salon, Leah Chavy from Leah Chavy Skin, Jackie Barutha from Jaxie Bridal, and Boyan Josic, my personal trainer from Fit Lincoln Park. Welcome. And then we still have Susan with us. You'll be with us from start to finish because you know a lot about weddings, and you just chime in when you want to, sister.
Thank you, will do.
So you can't talk about the dress because that was the #1 question I got. What kind of dress are you wearing? I really did not have a vision till I got online, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I couldn't picture the dress without knowing what my body was going to look like and what kind of shape I was hoping to achieve. That's where Boyan came in. Boyan, tell us about your bridal boot camp.
So basically what we try to do at the Bridal Boot Camp is get you in shape, get you fit, get your endurance levels up so you burn fat faster at a shorter time, and what you're trying to do with your dress, how you want to fit, which areas you want to hit the most, and just get the results as quick as possible.
So Fit Lincoln Park, is it mainly personal training?
Yeah, we mainly do one-on-one personal training and private classes, and we do indoor, outdoor boot camps, and yoga, Pilates, and all the good stuff.
So a bride, I know some people get really crazy right before the big day. I'm not saying I was one of those. I'm not confirming or denying. But sometimes we put it off. What is the last moment you can put off trying to get your body in shape for? Is there a perfect time?
Well, you never want to lose more than 2 pounds a week because it's too much stress. Your body's going to put it back on regardless, however you eat. So usually 8 weeks is typically what somebody tries to get in shape or lose a certain amount of weight to fit in the dress. And then you don't want to lose too much weight because then the dress won't look right and you have to get refitted. So I concentrate more on building muscle. When you build muscle, it eats the fat and everything takes care of itself.
So when we were training, you focused on a couple of key areas, which were my arms and my back. Why the back?
Well, a lot of people, they do it's called the mirror image, what you see in the mirror. So you see your biceps, your chest, your abs. That's what everyone focuses on. You have to hit everything else. If you hit your back right, your chest will look better, your shoulders will look better, you'll have a better posture, and you'll look 100 times better.
Well, thank you so much, Boyan, for sharing that expert advice. So getting to the dress, Jaxie, that's where you came in wonderfully for me. This is a side note, but I found my dress within 5 minutes online, drove out to the suburbs and bought it the next day. Already knew it was my dress. But the dress didn't have that tailored look until I met Jaxie. She actually created a custom belt. Tell us about what Jaxie Bridal is all about.
Well, I definitely look to personalize the whole bridal experience when I meet with the bride. I want to find out where their venue is, what the whole bridal look they're going for. For me, I'm inspired by old Hollywood glam and the glitz and the whole glam about it. So I definitely will listen and kind of see what direction you want to go in and then kind of do a consult with you and see what your vision is.
The ribbon that came with my original dress just wasn't cutting it. And so you actually created a custom belt and also this little bracelet I'm wearing today. And then we kept the theme going with the bridesmaids. You created all of their gifts as well.
I did. A lot of people sometimes forget about the bridesmaids because you're concentrating on yourself. So people ask what they can do for a gift for their bridesmaids. So we can definitely tie it in with your whole look. Some people want to go and do something different, but if you have that glitz and glam, it's very easy to tie in for your girls.
One thing that Susan actually recommended was taking something personal and incorporating it into our wedding day. And that's where David's mom's veil came in. You were able to create an older type veil that she had worn back in the day and make it look fresh and new for me on my big day. Do you do that a lot?
Not necessarily. It's not, I wouldn't call it a trend. It's something that I offer to my clients. For me, when I started my business, my grandmother had given me all old jewelry, so I was very inspired and kind of started making my own stuff, so that's how I kind of got into it. So when I meet with a client and they're not sure what direction they want to go in, I ask if they have something borrowed, if they have some old jewelry, or we've had women who actually bring chunks of their mom's dress to cut up, which I have them take the scissors. I don't want to do.
Good thought.
And cut certain pieces, and it definitely, that day of the reveal too, especially if you don't tell them or show them what they're going to do with it, the day of the reveal, it's a special moment for you and the person, if they're around, that gave it to you.
And it's your automatic something old.
Yes, exactly. What are other trends brides are incorporating into their outfit? Are they taking their mother's gowns? Are we still seeing that?
Absolutely. Taking part of your mother's gown, taking a grandfather or father's tie and wrapping it around your bouquet handle.
Oh.
Or, even something as fun as a sorority pin, putting it inside, or wearing beautiful blue shoes like Whitney has on today. The cultural and sentimental traditions should absolutely be incorporated into your day and your dress and your look. Oh. It's good luck.
Yeah, it is good luck. It brought us good luck. So the veil, going back to that, that's where Kristen comes in. Kristen, you inserted that veil that we were so nervous about because we didn't know how we were going to take it out for the reception, because I wanted to wear the veil during the wedding and then take it out. So tell us about wedding hair, because that has to be probably one of the most stressful jobs, I think, the day of.
A lot of times when you're working with a bride, they will tell you that they want this dramatic look, and you're like, okay, let's do it. And so you get this look going, and then it's way too big for them. I was lucky with you that I've been working with you every week for years. So I knew when she said dramatic, she meant it. So, we
Bring
did
the
it.
drama.
Yeah, so we did it. And, I cannot tell her or guide her on her wedding hair until I see the dress. So that worked out perfectly, that we knew the dress, we knew her style that she was going for, and then we knew the veil. So when we played around with her hair, I recommend that they do a wedding trial about a month before, which was what we did.
What was interesting about our trial is we did what I thought was going to be my look, and then she shows up to my hotel room the day of the wedding, and I said, we are going big drama today. And so we totally redid the look that day.
Yeah. So one thing that I think is very important, like Susan has said before, to hire a professional, because if you're going to put your veil in yourself and try to get it out, chances are you are going to ruin your hair. So I think it was pretty beneficial that we were there to put it in and then take it out, because you don't want to, if you wear the veil the whole night, people are hugging you, your head's getting yanked back all night long.
Well, and you can't bust a dance move
all
the way with a veil in your
which
hair.
we saw you did.
Exactly.
I also want to add to that, too. It was great that you guys came with us for the day, because it was November. We did have a little precipitation, so we were there to touch Whitney up when she needed to be touched up. And back to taking the veil out, your hair will get messed up, so having you on site was wonderful to take it out and change her look for the reception.
We've done it over and over and over again, so we know how to take a veil out, so it's just...
Well, for brides in general, would you recommend that they have their hairstylist come to the hotel or the salon?
I think that's a matter of preference. I think maybe for them, it definitely makes a difference with a wedding planner, because your whole day is planned out. I see people come into the salon and they're on their own, and they're just, the bridesmaids are everywhere, nothing's planned out. So your timeline for the day worked incredibly for the two of us. So that was really, really important. And I think that you saw it with all of your bridesmaids.
So what you're saying...
So I'm saying that I think that it worked out well for you to have us come to the hotel. I think it just makes for an easier day for the bride.
Especially because you got to see them doing the work
when
you walked in, right?
Yeah, oh yeah,
and
celebrating
and having
it was really
I like
easy.
coming to the bride.
Right.
I actually do.
Well, Colleen, you also came to the hotel, and you did all of my makeup. You work with me every week too, but you did all the bridesmaids' makeup too.
I did, yeah. It's you definitely want to have a consultation a month or even before then to see how you want to do your makeup. Since I work with Whitney, it was so easy. She was like, make me look how I look for the show, but glam it up a little bit more. So she really kind of let me take the reins, but it was, all the bridesmaids were easy as well. A lot of them are very minimal with their makeup in their daily life, so we were really just focusing on highlighting, contouring, and making everyone just look really beautiful.
That's what I was going to say, is you did make everyone look beautiful, and it made for great pictures. And that was key for me, is that we had a uniform look. And that way all the girls, there was not someone with bright red lipstick, or although if we were all wearing it, that would have been fine. Also, one thing I've had brides weigh in on is that they get their makeup done and they feel like, oh my goodness, this isn't me. I don't wear this much makeup all the time. I look like a clown on my wedding day, and then you find them taking it off.
Right.
So that consultation is really important, so that way you can work within your comfort zone.
It is, yeah. I've had brides come in that don't wear makeup at all, ever, and they were nervous to go to a makeup artist, but if you do a consultation before, you can try out different things. One good tip, if you are getting your consultation done before your wedding, is to find out the lip color that they use on you. If they mix their own, which sometimes makeup artists do, you can get a tissue, blot it, and then go to the store after, and then find your color that way.
Oh,
so
that's
you
a
can
great
bring
tip.
it with you the day of for touch-ups, and always have some blotting powder to keep your makeup nice throughout the whole night.
And I have a tip too with that. When you do your consultation and you do your full hair and makeup trial, take pictures.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
You want to remember it, the stylists want to remember what you look like, and you also want to see what you look like in photos.
Exactly. That's one thing that we do. Since everyone has an iPhone nowadays, we'll take one without the flash, with the flash, make sure everything looks perfect, and then you know on the day of, you're going to look great all night.
Selfie Central. There you go. Yeah. Okay, Leah, you did another type of bridal boot camp. Boyan did getting my body in shape, but you were really key on the skin.
Yeah, well, I feel like I had the easiest job because you were easy to work with. You have beautiful skin.
Well, I think that you are lying because I am freckly. I am very freckly. And you were able to really make my pigmentation, is that the right pigmentation, just look so smooth. But we started probably 5 months out.
We started last August. I met with you, and we kind of talked about what your goals were, and how you wanted your skin to look, and how it would complement the makeup as well too. And again, you have great skin, so for you it was evening out the pigmentation a little bit on the forehead, and just kind of balancing without taking away her personal freckles and who she really is. Also, just kind of refining your pores, finding a balance with your hydration level, and we did a little facial Pilates with her.
Tell people what facial Pilates, because that sounds so funny. I'm sure everyone at home's like, what is facial Pilates?
It's muscle activation for the face. The big trend right now is electric current facials, if you will, and this particular machine that I have is from Paris, and it's a lot of sculpting and lifting, and it's bringing energy to the muscle because the face is comprised of muscle as well, and we're not working it like we are our biceps and triceps, so we need something to kind of bring energy to that muscle. So we did our facial Pilates, give your nice contouring, lift in the brow, more contoured jawline for you. We also did some skin tightening, so we were being a little bit more preventative for you as well.
When we say skin tightening, none of this was surgical.
No,
Yeah, so it's all, you can come in,
downtime.
30 minutes, you're out, you feel great. And then also, I want to talk about the glow, because it was 3 days out from the wedding. You said, come in because I want to do the special treatment.
We did the stem cell, which is the latest trend too in Hollywood. I found it out of Beverly Hills. They're perfect live cells. They're flown in, freeze-dried on dry ice. We take them out right before we do the treatment. With you, we did a little microneedle procedure to kind of irrigate the lawn, if you will, and create more openings to allow the stem cell to go into the skin.
Sounds painful, but it wasn't.
It wasn't, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were sleeping half the time. But we apply it onto the skin, and our body's made up of cells, so these perfect cells then interact with our cells that have been damaged due to environment, lifestyle, stress. And they do instantly, you felt it. I mean, they instantly respond. The skin is tighter, firmer, you have this beautiful glow, and then they start to regenerate. So 3 days later, you really see this beautiful, youthful, dewy kind of look to the skin. And then you continue with that, in which we've done with you, just again to kind of repair, and for you being more preventative.
Right, and it sounds like it can be really expensive, because I don't want people to feel like it's something that is not within their budget, because you really can customize different plans and just get the skin looking the way they want for the big day.
We do. We can cocktail, and we can work with brides, and we can do kind of a budget plan for them. We never want to turn anybody away. We know how stressful the planning and the budget can be, so I like that we can work with you on a personal level that way too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Leah. Okay, so our next Twitter question came from @JennaRay. How did you find your dresses leading up to the wedding? So I brought in expert Katie Schupler, who styles me every week. Katie, how should people dress for the parties? We have showers, brunches. That week was full of events. Is it always white?
No, I actually tell all of my clients to avoid cream or white. This is the time to have more fun with it. Go for something in black, but don't do the plain black. Do something with lace, something a little bit more fun, and then kind of assess the occasion. So if it's more casual, you can just do a skirt and a top. If it's something a little bit more dressy, then do the fun and flirty cocktail dress. And also keep in mind the time of the year. So if it's spring, do a pretty pastel. If it's fall, do a jewel tone, like a burgundy or an emerald green.
Perfect. Is there certain designers here in Chicago that you would recommend?
Yes, we love Terry John and Anna Fong. Those are my two favorites personally. And a good airbrush tan from Celebrity Skin always does the trick.
Thank you. Since this is the segment called The Look, we wanted to give everyone in our audience a free training session with Boyan, and that's even for people at home too. So just go to Fit Lincoln Park and just tell them you're with Whitney, and you get a free training session with my man. And then also, oh yeah, and then also, we are giving everyone a love necklace in our audience from our friends at Accessory Mercado.
I'm Danni Allen from season 14's Biggest Loser. Hey Whitney, I just wanted to let you know, for those brides who are trying to rock out that gorgeous wedding dress, being fit and being healthy means more than finding the dress. So go out there, get yourself your nutrition plan going to make sure you get that glowing skin, because the second you put that dress on, you're gonna radiate. So all I say is start eating right, get a few times in the gym, and you're gonna rock that wedding dress.